A student is hardworking. A student is mentally tough.
What you're writing is absolute garbage.
Do you know this feeling? You have to write that one paper, maybe it's an essay or your bachelor thesis, and you're looking for motivation on YouTube.
I only have one option.
Scrolling through YouTube, you'll find a bunch of videos promising to demystify thesis structure and the art of writing a whole bunch of pages. Oh, by the way, I'm Quentin, he, him, and I recently graduated. And I'm one of the top students at my program. Yeah, I just said it, but I am. So, am I just here for showing off, or is it even just...
Here are 5 things I learned while I worked on my master thesis for the past 12 months.
And which of my footsteps you should not follow. Learning 1. Let's begin with the crucial step of topic selection. Very basic, but you absolutely need to select and find your niche, even within the probably very niche topic you're writing about. You can't be specific enough, even if you have to hand in about 80 pages, which I had to. Just like in the employee reality, it's better to become an expert in a certain field at university and not a generalist. That way the academic system can categorize you more effectively, and that helps you to identify the right professor or teacher to seek guidance from. Actually, what about my own topic? I kept changing my topic, or at least my main argument, several times. I even felt like the professors didn't really get where I wanted to go, and that was my mistake. I don't judge anyone else. In September 2023, I finally had a discussion with my professors, moving away from my main argument and literature.
From now on, I only focused on one example.
Another tip on finding the right topic. Every time I said something seemingly smart and the professors responded like, well, Mr. Quinton, that's pretty interesting and that could be further deepened, then I just let them talk. And they give me valuable impulses that can be used within an academic paper. We media students discuss a lot. I don't know about other programs, so let's continue.
Learning 2. There can be too much research.
Firstly, you'll need some access, which your professors will hopefully provide. Stick closely to the studies you're required to work with. Look into your sources for additional insights before you ask Google.
The insane amount of knowledge on the internet can be overwhelming and make you lose focus. When organizing your notes, use tools like Google Docs to keep things manageable and available at all times. Search keywords and use Ctrl F. I know it's basic, but some of you don't use that shortcut enough, and this is what saves you time.
Yes, I stopped print things in 2024, kind of the old school method, but I enjoy working without a computer sometimes. Even like printing a few pages you already wrote to kind of get a better overview. Anyway, I also prefer to work with books actually. Instead of reading every single article on your computer. These books are obviously quite old. I returned the books I worked with into the library before I made this video.
And I recommend you to use blank paper to think more freely, a couple of pencils, sticky notes, and let's go. If you did proper research and write your notes like page 1, page 2, and so on, you are ready to write.
Start throwing some punches for what you believe in.
Punch the keys, for God's sake!
And hopefully you don't have to go back into the original sources again and again, which I had to. Number 3. Communication means sticking with it.
If you already have a research question, that's fantastic. Stick with it. But just get prepared to pitch it like a real passion project. Don't let the professors or lecturers change the entire argument. If there's critique, which is fine, just be like, I gotta think about it for a while, and then I'll get back to you. Then you get prepared again, and you pitch it again and again. As I said, everything went wrong for me. Not only did I hesitate to act for months and procrastinate and make videos and stuff, in summer I wanted to finally register my master thesis. Hearing this all summer long. When communication fails, it's almost impossible to stick with it. And it's always up to us students. We have to take a step. We have to sometimes annoy our lecturers or professors. And if you finally talk to him, don't be like, I gonna write like this. Instead, start a conversation like, right now I'm writing X and I'm thinking about including Y as well. And as soon as they respond in a way of, oh, you can leave X behind, it's not that important, and just focus on Y, then you've saved yourself a whole bunch of time. And in a way, that's what communication is all about, to make sure that you're able to write efficiently. And don't necessarily delete entire chapters as I did. Anyway, let's delve deeper into the challenges ahead.
And only those who are carriers of discipline gonna be winners.
Content about being productive is still content. As always in life, I asked the internet for help.
So I need you to realize that there will be bad days.
My 12 top time management tips.
Always found that writing comes from a great inner pain.
And yeah, it's a rabbit hole. My favorite coach is Adi Abdal. But does watching such videos really help you perform better in the end? It may help some people for sure. Certainly I'm not one of them. This is not even meant to be a critique of Ali or similar productivity coaches.
7 habits that I try my best to do every day. 10 of my favorite questions. What are 3 things that you're grateful for?
I just caught myself adopting only what I wanted to hear. Mostly also what I already do, like drinking coffee.
Actually, coffee does reliably improve alertness, vigilance, memory, recall, and even mood, provided you don't have too much of it.
And I just had so many coffees, it's impossible to reshoot them all.
One day I even got into e-drinks and yeah, this went too far. Well, I've actually tried to adopt some new routines. For example, write a journal before you start writing for real.
If you approach journaling in the right way, then I can basically guarantee that it can change your life for the better.
I started writing the journal each morning for a while. It took me like 10 to 15 minutes. And afterwards, I was so pleased with myself that I made a coffee first, maybe something to eat. And at the end I wasted my time for journaling instead of writing my f***ing master thesis. See, Ali didn't mean write your journal in the morning instead of working on your paper, but use it as a small writing exercise in your free time, before you start working on your main task.
And it's just taking that 20 minutes in the morning, sometimes 15 minutes, sometimes less, to just write down some thoughts.
Nevertheless, I will make another video about procrastinating and typing that paper soon, so consider to subscribe to the channel. Learning 5. Here's another minute of what I learned in 5 years of studying at Bauhaus University. Only this stuff I found nowhere else. Put double X marks wherever you stuck to keep the flow going, so you can just press Ctrl F and you'll find that exact gap again. Don't write at home.
I ended up moving from one district to another almost every single day. Get yourself a space that sort of counts as an office.
Go into the library, meet with friends, or actually I really like to go out and write outside. Write your introduction at the very end. You only know how to introduce the story as soon as you know the story. Write whenever you want. Yes, even at night. Of course, only if you're a night person, which I kind of am.
Another mindset which makes a lot of sense, especially regarding writing, competency is always perceived competency. So look at this guy here.
What's up, guys? I did my master thesis.
Do you seriously think he wrote a good paper? Why not? Because he hardly slept, because he's shouting and his clothes are whatever. But do you know how little I care? It's a paper. It's the written word that matters. And always consider this. They've read hundreds of these papers over the course of their lives. They don't care as much as we do.
If you want, subscribe to the channel to watch more videos as soon as you're done. See you!